back to Britton Farms Homestead. We are actually on our property today. We've got some gravel that came in today. First load of gravel for the driveway. We're super excited because it's been raining for several months and we haven't been able to start. No driveway means no house. So we've started on the driveway. Super excited. We don't have a tractor here, we don't have a tiller here, we don't have anything like that to turn up the ground to be able to plant anything, but we do have the backhoe here. And Vince just dug a ditch, a very small ditch, and I planted watermelons, cantaloupes, pumpkins, and sunflowers. They're low maintenance. We don't have to do anything to them. We're just plant them, let them grow, and then come harvest them when they get done. This ditch behind me, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. That ditch is where we planted them, and it just goes right across the little hill on the property here, and put them about an inch deep. So we're gonna see how they do. We're just gonna let them do their thing and come harvest them when it gets time to harvest, and hope we have plenty of pumpkins, watermelons, cantaloupes, and sunflowers. And we may go to the farmer's market or something to see if we could sell them. We're gonna eat a lot of them. I love watermelon, and I like cantaloupe for breakfast. So we'll see. I'll have an update when it comes harvest time. Take you guys through a little walk through the woods to where we've dug a ditch to help with the drainage before we get the gravel put down for us to start a driveway. So we'll just take a walk through the woods here, and we've been doing a lot of clearing property, and we have just a junky lawnmower, that riding lawnmower that I think Vince paid $100 for, and we've been cleaning the woods out with it, and I'm sure it's gonna tear it up at some point, but we really don't care. It was $100 and we've had it for a year, and when we lived in town we mowed our yard with it, but now we are clearing property with it, and we've got our $100 use out of it, so if it tears up it's not gonna be tragic or anything. But you can see all the growth behind me here, and we've been cleaning out with that small riding lawnmower, and this is what it looks like once you clean all that junk out. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna put swings out here for our grandkids to come play on, maybe a play set. It's underneath the trees. It's gonna be nice and cool for them in the summertime, and we're just gonna keep it cleaned out and mowed. Probably sow some grass, but I think they're gonna like it, and hopefully one day we'll have them a tree house so they can play in. But we've just been cleaning property for the most part because it's been raining on and off for months. But you can see we've cleaned quite a bit. And you can see over here is where it hasn't been cleaned out, and we've just took that junky lawnmower and we've just mowed over these briars and wild rose bushes and whatever's out here that we didn't want out here. This is what everything underneath these trees looked like before I started using that mower to clean out. It was all grown up. Lots of blackberries and briars and wild rose bushes and just lots of stuff that we didn't want out here. Okay, so this is the standing water in the corner of our property where we harvest mosquitoes right now. And what we have done is right down here, as you can see, down in here stays wet a lot. And it's due to the runoff of the water on our neighbor's property onto ours. Our driveway should come right through here. So we need to get that dried up. So what we have done is we dug a ditch, mostly by hand. Even though we have a backhoe here, it was mostly done by hand because the backhoe, it was so wet in here, the backhoe got stuck and it just continued to get stuck. Now that we have this ditch dug, in theory, the water that runs off the neighbor's property has this to go over, which is just a hill of dirt. What we dug out of the ditch, we put there next to the fence line. We sowed grass seed on it, covered it up with some straw. If it gets past this, it has a ditch that it will go into and go down to the corner of the property, which stands in water all the time. Until we dig a pond, it's just going to stand in water. But that water that stands in the corner runs along a ditch next to the road, through a tile underneath the road, to the neighbor's property across the road. He finally did get the backhoe in right around here, so it's deeper right here. But this was all dug by hand, and all the roots and everything, it was horrible. But we finally got it done. Thank you, Jesus. But the water in the corner down here runs in a ditch along the edge of the road, goes through a drain pipe underneath the road to the neighbor's property across the road. Right now, this is just an easy fix. We hope that's gonna deter the water, put it in the corner that stays wet anyway, so we can make our driveway right through here. And just keep it dry so we can get our driveway in. Once we get our driveway in, we're going to dig a pond, and the water that stands in the corner, I guess you can probably see it right there. It stands in the corner, just standing water. It's a huge mosquito pit. It's horrible. Anyway, once we get our driveway in and get it down through here, we're going to dig a pond and divert all that water to the pond. So this is my piece of machinery. This is the $100 lawnmower. It's not much. Lights don't work. The deck's broken on it. One side mows lower than the other. We really don't care. We're just bush hogging with it right now. $100 lawnmower. Been knocking it out. We're super pleased with it. It's got a bag on the seat because the seat's all ripped up and you get your butt wet when you sit on it. But I'm super pleased with it. But this is my equipment and he runs the backhoe. am clearing off property, and as you can see here, I've cleared a lot with that old junky lawnmower. I am mowing this with a lawnmower. It's a slow go, but it is pretty tall. And this is what we've done so far with a lawnmower out here. Found a friend while we were bush hogging. He's hiding from us right now. But we're gonna take him and put him in the woods so he don't get run over. So we're getting our first load of gravel for our driveway today, and we're super excited about it. We found somebody local that would deliver it, and here he comes with our first load. First load of gravel, Baba.
I like it.
Yay!
Well, did it do any good?
He's been pushing up trees, and he's been pushing them up by the roots, filling in the holes. So we don't have any stumps. There's another one right over here. There it is. And clearing a path for the driveway so we can get more gravel, because we got our first load of gravel today. Yay! And we started a wood pile for wood. We don't have anywhere to put it right now to keep it dry. We'll work on that later. We also don't have a stove to burn it in, or a house or anything like that yet, but we will soon. But he is digging out the driveway. We did get our first load of gravel today. The man that delivered the gravel suggested that he dig down about a foot. We put in big gravel and then put small gravel on top of that to help it from washing away. So my machinery here has had a blowout. We're gonna have to fix it. So the tube just busted. I was out having me some lunch, got me a sandwich, and I heard something go psh, and we're in the middle of nowhere. So I thought, what the heck is that? Come out here to get back on my machinery. And old Green here has blowed the tube plumb out and busted it. We're gonna have to get that fixed so I can finish bush hogging this mess. So we're here today getting some gravel from a nice guy that offered. He tore down a chimney. And
gravel. You said gravel.
we're getting some bricks from a nice guy that tore down a chimney and said we could take it all. He also has these cement picnic tables, and he has several of them. and said we could have those also, which would be really cool if we can figure out how to get them unbolted and take them home to the property. But we're gonna load some bricks. We have a visitor today, and he's a big fatty. Not sure what he is, but he's not happy that I'm standing here looking at him.